politics and public policy is not on the top of everyone's list of concerns. But really, why would it even crack the top 10? You and I both know that many of us are straining to believe that our nation and our state are on the right track. It's not just the decisions that are made for us that we sometimes cannot agree with. It's the character of those people that are making decisions. Or should I say, lack of character. That happens at all levels of government, and unfortunately, right here in Yonkers. From council members accused of ethically unconscionable acts to public employees selling public goods like salt for roads for profit. And truthfully, it's enough to make most people tune out. What is even worse is when people throw up their hands in the air and say, well, that's Yonkers. That's the way it is. Well, folks, that's not acceptable. I've decided that I don't want to sit idly by and be a spectator, caving to accepting things the way they are. Perhaps naively, almost certainly idealistically, I believe I can play a small part in eventually hearing that Yonkers is a city of hills, where things are so on the level, it's a model for other cities. I'm sure that sounds kind of hokey, and I apologize, but I'm serious. That is one of the reasons why I'm running for the 5th district seat. The other reasons are because the values that I believe in, that I know many of you believe in, that need to be voiced on the city council. Thank you. And let me take this moment to acknowledge that I will not be announcing my candidacy today if our excellent 2-term council member, John Murtaugh, were not term limited. John, if you're here, thank you for serving our district diligently and with unquestionable integrity. We thank you and wish you the very best in your future endeavors. It will also be remiss of me if I did not acknowledge our outgoing mayor, Phil Amiconi. Mayor Amiconi has served the city well, and his vision for the city will long endure after his stewardship of Yonkers. Values. Those two gentlemen have values and character that I will bring with me with your help with the city council. I am seeking a Republican Party nomination for the seat, but believe that the values and issues of great importance to you will garner more support beyond Republicans in this district. I seek the support of any party, group, or individual that agrees that government is there to help our residents and not impede upon their progress financially and practically. If you think you need to be taxed more, get less for it, and accept mediocrity, then I should not be the candidate you will support this year. Let me plainly state that as elected to your council, I will emphasize that government use the same methods to balance your budget that you and I use every day, which means we have to get the council focused on reduced spending. Let me repeat that. We need to get the council focused on reducing spending. Ensuring that taxes remain as low as possible. Partner with law enforcement agencies and making sure homes and streets continue to be safe. Pursue policies that encourage smart job growth so that our residents with access to jobs don't get taxed out of their homes and remain here in Yonkers instead of flying off to the south or west. Encourage and recognize economic development that helps Yonkers grow while preserving our city's character and individual flavor. Make sure that our public schools are run effectively, efficiently, and have all the tools to pursue excellence. Demand that our city remain accountable and as transparent as it can be. Help build bridges, close gaps, and find common ground on the council so that we may find real solutions to our city's problems. I know we can do it. I know that the best days of Yonkers still lay in front of her, and I know that you believe it too. Undoubtedly, there will be others who agree with the values that I just described a moment ago. I anticipate there will be other people who believe that they are best fit for the job. I respect all those who enter the arena of public policy and to serve the public. They may say that I'm inexperienced. They may say that I'm too ambitiously skipping ahead of others on some kind of imaginary line. And you can bet with more certainty than the outcome of the Super Bowl, they will say I'm too young. It is true, as far as being a political insider, privy to backroom deals and favor broking that is hidden from the public, I am inexperienced. I am experienced, however, in helping our community, growing a successful small business, and being involved in various ways in the district. And for those that say I'm too young, perhaps you need a history lesson. another candidate, Republican, whose age became the focus of his opponent's fire. Day after day, throughout one campaign, the topic of age kept bubbling to the surface, by the kind of folks who like to whisper amongst themselves in a corner, in hopes that a larger audience begins to hear, amplify, and believe this information. That candidate was Ronald Reagan. Now, I'm not comparing myself to the great giver, but I would like the liberty to paraphrase him when I say, I'm not going to make age an issue this campaign. I'm not going to exploit for political purpose my potential opponent's ripeness of age and inexperience.